All right, in this question, we're looking at which molecules on the right here match the shape on the left. Now notice this shape. This is a great example of a shape. It is in the trigonal pyramidal. So what it's telling us is there is a lone pair up here. Now we don't see that because we don't see those lone pairs in our molecular geometry, and that's what's being represented by the model. It's only showing the bonds, but we can see by the angle that it's at that there is a lone pair pushing it down. So we're looking for something with a trigonal pyramidal shape, so something with a lone pair and 3 bonds. So already we're not looking good for this one because if one of the N is a central atom, it's only got 2 things to bond to. So I don't like that one. Now we got some other options. We got C bonded to oxygen and 2 chlorine, so that's a possibility. Here we got a nitrogen with 3 oxygens bonded to it, and here we have a bromine with 3 oxygens, and we have some charges to deal with. So the best way to check these is to do Lewis structures. Now I'm hesitant, or I'm guessing this one is not fitting that because carbon does not like to have lone pairs. It likes to have its 4 bonds, so I'm guessing it's a double bonded to the oxygen. But let's go ahead and do it anyway. So we got carbon with 4 plus 6 from oxygen plus the 14 from the 2 chlorines, and we're at 24 valence electrons. So if I do carbon bonded to a chlorine, and oxygen, fill these octets out, I get 8, 16, 24, 26. So that is too many. So I'm going to erase these, and I would end up with a double bond here, which is a trigonal planar Lewis structure, not trigonal pyramidal. So that one does not fit. Now let's look at the next 2. So nitrogen comes with 5 plus the 18 from the 3 oxygens plus 1 more from our charge. So we're at 24 again. But nitrogen's okay with that double bond. So let's fill our octets and see where we stand. We got 8 plus 8 more is 16, plus 8 more is 24, and we're at 26. So again, it looks like it's going to need a double bond to one of the oxygens to get to 24. So we're back to that trigonal planar and not trigonal pyramidal. Now let's look at the bromine. We got 7 plus 18 plus 1. So we have 26. Now that 26 gives me a hint that it's going to have a different structure than the one we just drew. So if I draw that out, I can count. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 8 is 24. 2 more is 26. So that has that lone pair on it that none of the other structures have. So it looks like we're left with just this one. So any of these questions, you're going to have to draw Lewis structures out. Make sure you're following the rules, and then put extra ones on the central atom. So you may end up with some of those exceptions ones that have 5 or 6 electron groups around them, the central atom. But remember, we're looking for something that does not show the lone pairs, except by these bond angles. So this is telling us it's trigonal planar, or pyramidal, not trigonal planar, which would look, more like that. So let's select just this one. Do a check. There we go. So even though we had some things that had 3 bonds, only one of them fits that shape.